What's going on YouTube? DonutTheFlygon here, that's a Flygon named Donut, and today I'm going to be doing an unconventional EVIOLITE Pokemon mainly geared towards VGC. This is the first episode. If you want to see more of this, definitely leave a like. That would really help me know that you guys like this series. So, just getting straight into this, this is not going to be the standard EVIOLITE Pokemon you see. This will be, innovative ideas, different stuff you've never even heard about, and just some really cool stuff that I personally really want to try out, and have tried out and think is really good. So, not gonna be talking about Porygon 2, Chansey, or Dusclops, or some of the other ones. But yeah, actually Porygon 2 is probably my favorite EVIOLITE Pokemon. Just because I love his design. I think he's really cool. I think it looks really funny when he uses his moves. But yeah, let's just get into the first Pokemon I have today. Alright, so let's talk about Murkrow. Murkrow is a really, really interesting Pokemon. If you look down at its stats, it's got 42 defense, 42 special defense, which are really, really low. That transfers only to about 63 after the EVIOLITE. So, not the best, but it's got 85 attack, 85 special attack, and 91 speed. So you can run some interesting things with this. So one really important thing I want to mention about Murkrow is that it was actually on the Singapore Elite Four Challenge finalist team. You can see his description of Murkrow on Nugget Bridge. There is an article, I can link it below in the description. So that picture right there shows you how he ran it when he took it to that event. So he ran it obviously with EVIOLITE, he ran it Jolly Nature, and he ran Prankster, obviously. Prankster's a really cool ability on Murkrow because it isn't on Honchkrow at all. It's something that is exclusively obtained by Murkrow, and obviously Prankster is an amazing Pokemon. My bad. Item. Or ability. There we go, I got it. Alright, so for EVs, he ran 252 HP, 72 defense, 180 special defense, and 4 speed. You can run something similar. Without a Roost, I like to run 252 defense, 252 special defense, and 4 speed. But because he was running Feather Dance, his EV spread actually makes a lot of sense. He geared more towards the special defense because he could deal with those physical attackers so effectively. So, also Foul Play to counter really strong physical attackers. So he ran Foul Play as the only attacking move. Makes sense. Protect, Feather Dance, and Quash. Quash is really, really unique to Murkrow. Murkrow is actually the only Prankster Pokemon that has ability to go for Quash. And what Quash does is it forces the targeted opponent to move last in the turn. So in a double battle, you force a fast Pokemon to move last and allow your maybe slower Pokemon like say Sylveon or something attack first, which is really, really awesome. I love to combo Murkrow with Sylveon because allowing Sylveon to make moves first is so effective sometimes. Getting off that so much damage, that Hyper Voice Pixelate, before they can even make an attack is so strong. Alright, so obviously the selling point is Prankster. Prankster is an insane ability, and it's so cool that Murkrow gets it. So the notable moves are Quash, like I mentioned, Thunder Wave, which is an additional way to speed control, or Tailwind, which is its third way to speed control. Foul Play, talked about that. Roost, which is really cool because other than Sableye, this is the only Pokemon that gets access to a Prankster heal move, I'm pretty sure. And then we got Feather Dance. Feather Dance and Charm are amazing moves with Prankster. So effective. I can wall Mega Kangaskhan so effectively with Murkrow. It's insane. Feather Dance is such a good attack. And then Swagger, obviously gotta recommend the Swagger on a Prankster Pokemon. And Haze. Haze is really unique, but I don't see too much competitive viability with it. Alright, so first thing I want to mention about these Pokemon is I'm not putting Protect in the notable moves just because it's really obvious. Every Pokemon has the ability to go for Protect, and of course, you're probably going to want to run it in VGC. So just keep Protect in mind when I'm talking about all this other stuff. So really that's all to say about Murkrow. Murkrow is a dark flying type, so it's a decent typing. It's not bad, it's not good. But yeah, I like to run it Roost, Feather Dance, Quash, and Foul Play. You can run it different ways, you can add different attacks to it, but I personally have used Murkrow at a Premier Challenge, and I find it to be very fun. It's not super bulky, but you can make do with the EVs and Feather Dance. So let's move on. Alright, so we got Vigoroth. You might have heard of Vigoroth before, but I'm going to talk about it still, because I hadn't heard of it until I was looking into some of the weirder EVIOLITE Pokemon. So, looking down in its stats, 80 HP, respectable, 80 attack, decent, 80 defense, very good with EVIOLITE, 55 special defense, not going to use it, 55 special attack, not going to use that, 55 special defense, decent with EVIOLITE, 90 speed, very good. So, the selling point of this Pokemon is 100% its move pool. Its move pool is enormous. You can see how much room I lost at the bottom of this page because of how many good moves this Pokemon gets. It's insane. So, yeah, it's got the decent attack, bulk, good speed. So the normal moves are Gunk Shot, very strong. Encore, which is really interesting. I love running Encore on fast Pokemon. Ice Punch, Low Kick, Play Rough. Such good attacks. Like, this Pokemon is crazy awesome. Slack Off for health, always great on the EVIOLITE Pokemon. Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Rock Slide, Earthquake, Brick Break, Frustration, Hammer Arm, Shadow Claw, Night Slash, Bulk Up. All great options. Personally, I like to run in maybe like Gunk Shot, Encore, Ice Beam, Play Rough, or Slack Off, Gunk Shot, Low Kick, something like that. But yeah, this Pokemon's definitely worth looking into. He's just got some all-around good stats, and his ability allows him to not fall asleep, so that's decent. Alright, now we got Gothirita. Gothirita is crazy awesome. If you look down at its defenses transfer to 105 defense and 127.5 special defense with the EVIOLITE. So that's actually higher than Gothitelle, which is crazy. Obviously, its special attack, you're losing out on that. You're losing out on 10 speed, which isn't really effective, especially if you want to run this on a Trick Room. And you're losing out on, I think, around 10 HP, so no big deal there either. So the biggest part you're losing is its special attack. It doesn't have very good special attack without being evolved, but it gets higher defenses by a respectable amount. So I would probably run it just 252 defense, 252 special defense. Unless you want to go more offensive, then you could do 252 special attack and then mix around the EVs between defense and special defense, however you want. Alright, so its notable moves. Obviously, the selling point of this Pokemon is its incredible bulk and Shadow Tag. Shadow Tag is a crazy effective ability in doubles. It's so good. So, getting down to the notable moves, it's got Heal Pulse. Always effective. I love Heal Pulse. It's one of my favorite moves in VGC. Tickle, which, like Station Park told us, is a definitely good ability, or attack, my bad. Psyshock, which is a great combo with Tickle since Tickle lowers their defense. Trick Room, which obviously it's slow, it can Trick Room, it's good. Helping Hand, Foul Play, Charm. I would personally just run it Heal Pulse, Tickle, Psyshock, Trick Room, or Tickle, Psyshock, Trick Room, Protect. So there isn't really much more to say about Gothirita. It's Psychic type, pretty decent typing, and yeah, it gets the job done. It's really effective, and I recommend trying out some of these Pokemon. Alright, so now we get into Clefairy. Clefairy is probably something you haven't heard about. I'd be really surprised if you had, but I was looking into just under-evolved Pokemon, and I found Clefairy, and Clefairy really caught my eye, because it's got Follow Me, which obviously any Pokemon with Follow Me should be taken into consideration when thinking about VGC. It's so strong. And it's got Friend Guard. Friend Guard is a really unique ability. Not very many Pokemon actually have the ability that are, or actually no Pokemon have it that are like good and competitive. It's loses Friend Guard when it evolves, so that's why Clefairy is a really cool option. Friend Guard reduces damage of your ally next to you in a double battle by 25% from the damage it takes, which is really strong. And so it does a good mix of lessening the damage your ally is taking and also redirecting when you want to go for Follow Me. So, notable moves: Follow Me, Heal Pulse, Helping Hand, Knock Off, Icy Wind, and Moonlight. I would personally run it Follow Me, Heal Pulse, Helping Hand, Protect, or if you want a little bit more offense, you can run Icy Wind. Probably not knockoff. It has a low attack stat, but you know, knocking off items is always nice. Icy Wind is actually pretty decent with 60 special attack, and lowering their speed is pretty awesome. So, yeah, so it's actually becomes really bulky with 72 defense and 97.5 defense after the EVIOLITE calculations, and 70 HP stat is actually pretty decent. And so you can follow me, Heal Pulse your ally, Helping Hand them, Icy Wind, or just Protect or Moonlight to regain more HP. And it also works well if you're running it on a Trick Room team. So I definitely look into Clefairy. By the way, these Pokemon were definitely the attacks and the Pokemon were definitely ranked in somewhat of an order. Take it lightly, but I was taking that into consideration when I was doing this. Alright, so I'm done with those 4 Pokemon. Those 4 Pokemon I actually think are really strong to take to Premier Challenges. Some of them might be better to take to Regionals than other, but I think they can all hold their own at Premier Challenges. So let's get into the 5th one. The 5th one is kind of iffy, but I thought it was really cool and deserved talking. Alright, so Paris. Paris's typing, Bug Grass, is completely awful. This thing will not be able to take any fire attack or any flying type attack, so keep that in mind when considering these Pokemon. But, I mean, it's got Spore and it's got Rage Powder. Always great attacks. So, and it's really slow, works on Trick Room. So it's got Spore, Rage Powder. It has Wide Guard, which is a really unique thing that it has when Amoonguss does it. Knockoff with a 70 attack is pretty decent. Aromatherapy and Bug Bite. Again, he has 70 attack, pretty decent. Bug Bite gets rid of berries, so it's pretty nice. I put Paris's abilities here because I didn't know exactly which ability to go for 100%. I would probably recommend Effect Spore, but if you're running it on a rain team, maybe you can try Dry Skin even without the rain. Immunity to water is always nice, but it takes more damage from fire. But I don't think it will live fire type attacks anyway. And then Damp, I don't think it's really usable, but you could go for Effect Spore or Dry Skin, whichever one you think is better. Alright, so it's 55 defenses. Both of them are 55. They translate to 82.5. So, it's respectable. But I mean, this definitely isn't a super competitive Pokemon at all, but I thought it was really cool. I really like it. Look how cute it is. I mean, come on. You know, Spore and Rage Powder, always amazing. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you want me to do a second one, definitely leave a like. It'll let me know that you like this series. You can subscribe to see when that comes out. Comment to tell me, you know, what Pokemon you want to see in this series. Maybe give me some pointers, stuff I did right, stuff I did wrong. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing some awesome new innovative ideas in episode 2. I got some Pokemon right down there that you might be interested in seeing, if you know what they are, what they do. So yeah, just look forward to that. Again, thanks for watching guys. This is DonutTheFlygon. Peace.